Everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Lmacncheese, and tonight we have some heckin' news for Diesel Nights. I did not, once again, I totally dropped the ball and somehow missed some Diesel Night news. Also, happy Thanksgiving, y'all. The time this video is probably coming out during Thanksgiving, but apparently Diesel Nights has hit their mark and way over the mark for their fundraiser for the funding of the game. And I actually missed it. I didn't donate anything, which is unfortunate because, you know, me and we're on the channel, I like to donate, or not donate, but I mean, do like to donate, but like to cover games and mostly talk about upcoming things like that are interesting me right now. And I totally missed to be a good parent and put in some money for my child, which is Diesel Nights. And I literally just spent $100 funding doing founder program for a Soul Frame. And I just tell you how I'm just, so if you see this, Media is not. I'm sorry. I'll buy the game when it comes out. All right, I'll do my part, but I apologize I didn't get to help you fund the game. So there also a little video about 5 minutes, so we're gonna check it out and see what's going on here.
Well, we did it. Every single stretch goal. I would say that I'm shocked or that I can't believe it, but I'm starting to learn to stop underestimating you guys. We just broke 6,000 backers, and I am so grateful to each and every one of you for everything you've done to make this happen. Today's the final day of the Diesel Nights Kickstarter. Pledges will close tonight at midnight. And I want to take a moment to talk about how far we've come. When I first started drafting this Kickstarter, I sat down with my wife, and we figured out the bare minimum that I would need to bring in order for us to make it through 2026. That, in addition to server costs and other expenses, Kickstarter fees, and taxes, is what informed our base funding goal of $45,000.
Sheesh.
Now, this would have been tight, but we were committed to making it work. On the morning of October 28th, I clicked launch on the Kickstarter campaign. That funding goal was reached in 42 minutes. In the time since, you guys have funded every single stretch goal. Let's talk about the impact that will have on the game. The first thing we'll work on is the base game, version 1.0. Scheduled to launch sometime in Q4 of 2026. But once 1.0 is launched, we'll get to work releasing stretch goal content as free post-launch updates. Yesterday, I released a huge FAQ on Kickstarter. I'll link to that in the pinned comment. It should answer many of the questions you may have if you're still considering backing us on this last day of the campaign. Let's take a look at every single stretch goal we've unlocked.
I would have done that had I not missed
the first thing we'll
this.
focus on after completing the base game is building out a system of computer-controlled NPC actors. This will take the form of infantry soldiers to populate the battlefield and really make matches feel like real.
Look at this design. I really love this design. It's like, it's just, certainly reminding Ninja Turtles for some reason. Like Ninja Turtles, they're like soldiers. But I really love this design. It just has like this cartoony Spiral Knights soldier kind of vibe to it for me. I don't feel I play Spiral Knights, but like if you ever play Spiral Knights, you understand.
Living battles. And the Gunwalker autopilot system, which will allow your Gunwalker mech to continue fighting even when you're not physically at the controls. Once we have the ability to leverage computer-controlled NPCs, we can start building PvE encounters and filling them with enemy combatants. This is the foundation for our co-op PvE mode, which, by the way, will be playable offline, split screen, or even solo if you want.
All the things people want.
After that, we'll be adding at least 4 more new weapons. Then we'll introduce the enemy faction to the game. We'll say goodbye to the classic blue team versus red team format, and you'll get to play as one of 2 distinct in-universe factions during matches. This will lend a much more compelling sense of context and lore to both regular PvP multiplayer and our PvE mode. I can't wait to share more about this faction at a later time. After that, we'll have funds allocated to begin the process of porting Diesel Nights to major consoles.
Nice.
This will be a long process, but I'll keep you updated along the way. Then we'll be able to introduce options to customize your knight in-game. Now, there are currently 2 stretch goals for pilot customization. Both have been unlocked. Base level customization allows you to choose from a handful of different helmets, a primary color, as well as a male or female appearance. But we have also unlocked additional options, which allow you to choose
need
face
the
mask,
drip,
uniform, and secondary color, in addition to funding more options in general to choose from. Then there's mech customization. Thanks to mech customization, you can similarly customize your mech with colors, a headpiece, weapons, and insignia. But if one mech wasn't enough, we've also unlocked Chassis 2, an entirely new mech from the ground up with different stats and animations. We'll work with the community to determine specifics, more on that later. From there, we funded an additional map, plus more weapons, and the additional pilot customization options, which we just discussed a few moments ago.
We did discuss that.
Lastly, and this is something we just unlocked yesterday, the short story single-player mission. This will be a narrative-driven, cinematic, single-player experience. A single, action-packed mission, designed to give players a satisfying taste of the world and lore that we're building here. Please bear in mind, when I say short, I do mean short. I can't give any kind of accurate time estimates, largely because speedrunners.
Maybe like a tutorial, honestly.
Please don't expect this to be a full AAA feature-length campaign. Once those stretch goals are complete, we'll play it by ear. There's plenty to do in the meantime, so we'll have more than enough to keep us busy for the next couple of years at least. Thanks again for everyone who chipped in to make this happen. Special thanks to Ms. Diesel Knights and the mod team over on Discord. Come say hi, by the way. I'm going to take a short break to rest and recover, but I'll be back soon with more news and updates. Until then, this has been Xavier B. Johnson, wishing you a very happy Thanksgiving on behalf of the whole Diesel Knights team. I know I certainly have a lot to be thankful for. I'll see you next time.
Absolutely insane support right there. I love to see stuff like that. Just some absolutely insane support. Because there's one of the game I wanted to get support, which was I forgot what it was called. It was an action figure fighting game, but I didn't get a lot of support as it was a really cool game. But I'm glad to see this game got what it needs, because everybody wants that Titanfall, shooter, and then it has stuff from the base from the ground up. Like it just feels special, and I really like that about this game. So I'm grateful to God. I'm sorry I couldn't, contribute myself. I just cleared out the ball on that one. So it's like, dang. So I seen the videos. It's like it ends at midnight. I was like, what day did this get posted? And it was already too late. So, and I will be joining Discord and seeing all kind of stuff like that and keep up with this game. But this is for there's so many things to go, and they said for years to come. So I don't expect this game to be fully released for another 5 or 6 years. Maybe 4 years, maybe. I'm not sure how the grand scale of development of games is, but something like this, and on top of it, there's going to be, I don't know if this is the first game that they're making or not, but essentially there's going to be a lot of things to change and reworked and stuff like that. Some things won't go as planned, so I'm gonna say 4 or 5 years, maybe 5, 6. They get everything right. The base game reworks, because there was a I forgot what I was looking at, but it's just you don't necessarily see all the flaws in your game when you're making it. I think I was watching the Dark type video, so there could be some major problems, but they're gonna play by ear in this community, and this is at the start. They haven't done anything yet, so hopefully we can get all the right feedback, everything going where they need to go, and do what they need to do. And this game, I want this game to be just absolutely fantastic, and I'll be yeah, I was there. I was there when this game was in its baby, taking its baby steps. I was there. And then hopefully over time it just gets better from there on out. So, and I don't know afterwards, after the campaign and all kind of stuff like that, it's just what does a game do after it hits all its goals? So, I'm not sure if it's just an multiplayer game. It's more maps, more shooting. This could be just one of those fun games you just play with your friends and stuff like that. So hopefully it keeps on going. Everything's be cool and everything's be great. So, I am surprised myself to get hit the goal just like that, 45,000 within the first 40, the first half, and I already got hit 45,000. I bet brother man was shook. It's just which is absolutely amazing. So hopefully, like I said, I'll say it again. I hope everything goes great. Hope everything is smooth. I hope we have a good time. I hope everybody's a positive, good part of the community, and I just hope this game gets on top of a lot of recognition, because a lot of indie games are doing numbers, and I hope this is the game we see someday we'll see it on the Steam nomination list, or the Game Awards, if you care about those, I'll be up there that has been a journey right there. So anyways, that's all for this video. Everything's given, and take it easy.